Hey campers, Georgia, back in the man cave. Mary and I are sitting here thinking about some little projects we need to start working on. And one of them is to do with the South 40 man cave. Looking to build an outdoor workbench that's attached that I can fold away. But that's not the reason I'm here. The reason I'm here is this guy. Fiddling around online the other day and came across this, and it's from Smith & Wesson. Yep, a little folder. Let's check it out. So like I said, Smith & Wesson comes in a nice little box. It has some info in here, which I can't get out. And it is warnings. That's what it's all about. I suppose you have to have that. We are playing with sharp and shinies. So here's the box here, and the model number on this guy, I believe, is 1179950, and it is called the Smith & Wesson Executive Barlow, and here it is here. Nothing really special about it. You can see it there, and you can see the Smith & Wesson labels on it. The reason I wanted to have a look at this particular knife, not, Smith & Wesson, not something you'd think of right away as a knife company, but I saw this and they had something in the description that got my attention, and that was its assisted opening. I don't think I own a knife that has assisted opening on it. When I opened it and looked at it, it has the little thumb tag here or finger tag to open the blade. It doesn't require a nail nick or anything like that. If you look at it, you can see it there. Interestingly enough, you see the gap between the blades and the liners. Thought that was unusual. They're not together. Now I thought maybe if I pinch it down, they'll move. They didn't move or anything like that. The general overall feel of this is very clean. I'm impressed. I thought they did a nice job. You have a couple of small little things there. You can see that the screws holding the handle on stick up just a teeny weensy bit. Can you see that? Is that a problem? Don't think so. Like I said, the assisted opening is what got me. And I was like, what's so great about that? It's not a big knife. Why do we need to assist it? Well, like I said, no nail nick. You don't need a two-handed opening. And all you're going to do, put your finger on your own, give it a little tug, and there it is. Look at that. It really, really works pretty well. And like I said, I've never had an assisted opening. What does it say on the blade there? You can see there. I'm not a big fan of labels on the blades. I'd rather see a stamp that says this is steel, whatever, something like that, or just a small little logo on it. On here it says Executive, and it gives that model number I gave you. Not a bad little knife. It has a pocket clip, and it's solid. It's really tight. So the need for a sheath or anything like that, no. This will slip right into your pocket, sit in your pocket there really nicely. They call it a Barlow, and it is a single blade Barlow, which I'm a big fan of. I do like Barlows. If somebody said to me, look, here's a Barlow, let me close it up here. It is a liner lock. You can see it there. And you just pull on it and put it back in. It kind of looks like a Barlow. It's a little thin for me, and it doesn't have that like typical Barlow shape to it. But it's a nice knife. I like it. I like the weight on it. It feels good. It's nice and clean. The scales, the handle, is African rosewood, which is nice, unusual. If you look carefully, you can see they have Smith & Wesson with their badge actually etched into the wood. So not bad at all. I like it. I was surprised. I saw this online and I kind of looked it up and I saw some reviews on it. People liked it. I will say that it's not quite as clean as I'm used to. You know, I told you about the little things here. This here, I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I can get that. Can you see how that sticks up? It sticks up a little bit. And if you look at it, you see that right there on the pivot point, the actual pivot. It's not sitting in there 100% level. It's actually slightly angled. Don't know if you can see it. Will it make a difference? I don't think so. I mean, the assist works great. And as you can see, a very not so obvious sheep's foot is what they say the blade type is, which is typical for a Barlow. Nice blade. The blade is stainless steel, and I believe it is 8CR13 MOV. Once again, that's what they say it is. What that means to me, I don't know. I know that steel is important, and there's different kinds of steels. They weigh, they're hardened, you know, that sort of thing. What are they being used for, and the types of steel you want on a blade. For me, I like a knife. Any knife, if it's sharp and shiny, I'm interested. If it'll do the job that I wanted to do without falling apart, breaking, chipping, whatever, that steel's good enough for me. So, you know, I'm sure this is just fine. One thing I did notice, and that you have a look at this blade. It's a healthy blade. Look how thick that is. It's not small. It's thick. It's a heavy blade. I like this. I like this knife. It's a nice, small, comfortable knife. Never really looked at Smith & Wesson as a knife manufacturer. I know they do them, but I thought, you know, that's a side project for them. They make guns, man. Well, they make knives too, and this one is not bad at all. Everything on it works really well. That liner lock, there's no movement at all in that blade, and releasing it, no problem. And I do like that one, you know, you pull it out of your pocket, maybe holding something in your hand. There's no need for a nail nick or having to use something to pull the blade out. You just flick it out and it works just fine. And it's locked. And the release, nice and tight, sits in there. Dimensions, overall length with the blade open, like that, 6.25. Let me just check that for you. Yeah, 6.25 inches. Nice size, fits in my hand well. Nothing fancy. It's a Barlow. Nothing fancy about the handle. So, looks good to me. The length of the blade, tip to the handle, 2.75 inches. Assisted opening, stainless steel, and sheep's foot. I'm kind of used to this sheep's foot being a little tighter and not such a slope on it, maybe a little bit tighter slope on it. It's a blade, and I'm pretty sure it works. So not bad at all. I like this. Closed length, 3.5 inches. Not bad. Not bad at all. And like I said, the weight, you can certainly, I mean, looking at it, you got the pivot and everything here. All the steel's at one end. It's a little heavy on the front. It's a small little knife. Who cares? I mean, if this was a big fixed blade knife, I would expect the balance to be better, but I see no problem with that. And like I said, that clip really works well. Not a bad little knife. Is it sharp? You know, it feels like it. I don't know if you noticed, but lately when I look at knives, I'm getting a little bit better at looking at the actual edge of the blade. Now, this is not too bad, but there is quite a lot of difference. Very little edge here, and then as it goes down the blade, it gets deeper. You can see it. It's not huge. And then it's a little bit smaller at the end there. The point is just fine. Will it cut a piece of paper? Let's see. No problem there. So at least it's sharp, which, you know, we should expect from the manufacturers. Will it cut what I want it to? I'm pretty sure. No problem there. A little bit fancier knife than your general everyday EDC working pocket knife. And that's probably why they call it the Executive. A person stuck in the office who likes to have a knife. This is a nice knife to have in your pocket. Somebody needs help. You can pull it right out of your pocket and open it and hand it to them. Not bad at all. I like that. How much did I pay for this? Well, that much. Not bad. It's not going to break the bank. And it's a nice knife. It's clean. And I like the look of the steel. It looks really good. I'm impressed. Smith & Wesson. Executive Barlow. Who would have thunk? Thought I'd share it with you. Got it the other day and thought I'd have a look at it. The wood handle, it's nice. I mean, African rosewood, you can't complain about that. It's nice and smooth. And you will notice that when you close it, and like I said, it's a liner. Closed nicely, and the clip is designed so that when it's in your pocket, the blade is down. See that? You cannot switch one side to the other on the clip. Nice little prize I got. Don't forget now. Like, share, subscribe. You know the story. Pretty sure I'll be back with another sharp and shiny. Just like this. Maybe not just like this, but I'm sure it'll be sharp and shiny. Just say, you will be safe out there. And thanks for watching. Always appreciate your support. See you again soon. Bye.